Hi, so today, welcome to the channel. I want you to be rich, and this topic today is very exciting and it involves everyone. It's productivity related time management. So, how can we reclaim our time back, and how can we make more time for ourselves? It doesn't sound right because we all have the same amount of time. I'm going to talk about three things. The first is the methods that we can use from expert about managing our time. Number two is sometimes what I feel was very effective for me and neglected by a lot of people in time management is our diet. And number three is really our mental health and our identity, about how we think about ourselves and how that actually affects our time management. So let's go. The first one is the book by Gary Keller called The One Thing. And this is something that really benefited me because I try to do so many things in one day. There's so much demand for my time, and I end up cramping everything into it and then disappointing people or tasks that I couldn't complete. So Gary Keller talks about focus and priority as well as results. So what kind of result do you want? And it doesn't matter the time that you spend on it because it's the result that you should be focused on. I highly recommend you read his book by Gary Keller, because if there's one thing that I want, for example, the one thing I want to focus on today is to make my YouTube video and to record it. So that becomes my priority and my focus. And it's easier to make one good task than to cram 20 tasks inside and actually not do well in any of them. So ask yourself, what is your priority and what's your focus? Because whatever you spend time on it is really actually what you want to spend time on it. You own your time. Start having the mindset that you actually own your time and not people owning your time. It's very difficult at the start, but give it a try. Number two is really the 4-hour workbook or work life that really discuss about how you can collaborate with others and outsource a lot of the tasks that you thought you have to do so that you can get more time to focus on the things that you want to do. I think Tim Ferris really got it when he talks about how easy it is to do outsourcing of your tasks nowadays and to then focus on things that you really want to do. Because not only you spend time to, for example, clean up your house or do some mundane things, it actually takes away your energy as well. And your energy and spirit is the most important thing in completing things that requires creativity, management, and your mind. And you need to keep the energy. So it's not just about spending time. So have a read at his book, The 4-Hour Work. It's very radical, and find out what is important for you and what works for you. Another thing that I love about time management that I discovered that I don't think a lot of people make the link is really Marie Kondo. And she has a book called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. And you actually see this in a lot of successful CEOs and founders. For example, Mark Zuckerberg, he wears the same shirt almost every day. Steve Jobs does the same. And if you look at Steve Jobs' biography, he has a very minimalist house or apartment with very little things. The reason is because clutter takes away your time. Your physical environment affects how you feel emotionally and how you use your time. If you study tidying, and Marie Kondo said it right, tidying is an art that you need to learn and master. It is like cooking, yoga, or a lot of things. It takes effort to learn how to tidy your space. And once I tidied my space, it gave me so much clarity. And I feel so light, and I really enjoy my work, waking up every day when my work environment was tidy. I never thought that tidying up would have such an impact, and I never thought that tidying up required effort to study. So Marie Kondo, the life-changing magic of tidying up or the KonMari method of taking out everything and discarding things that you don't want. It's very hard. It's almost like an addiction for a maximalist like me, because I own a lot. Like, I have 20 pencils, 50 kind of pens, 10 pairs of shoes. But my life really changed when I started to simplify everything, and it gave me more time. It is amazing how time management and tidying up actually are linked. I'm very surprised. So when you remove clutter, you create space and time in your life. And clarity, I think clarity is something that I love, and you feel light and you start to enjoy being in your environment. You feel less stress. And according to KonMari, tidying up improves your physical, mental, and emotional strength, and tidying is an art that you should spend time learning. So I highly suggest you watch a video. It's free on KonMari, on Netflix, or get one of her books on Amazon and Kindle. It totally transformed my life. I don't know whether it will do for you, but give it a try and find out what's important for you and what works for you. The last second part on time management for this part 1 series is very casual, is really your diet. I recently found out that during winter I'm low in vitamin D, and because of the pandemic I was kept at my apartment for a long time. I don't get enough sun, and I did some research and I realized vitamin D is linked to the absorption of iron. So if you don't have enough vitamin D, you don't absorb your iron as well. And when you don't absorb your iron as well, you don't get enough oxygen in all your red blood cell, blah, blah, blah. You don't have enough red blood cell, you feel fatigue. So basically, you have the same 8 hours as people, but you're not as productive, you're not as energetic, you are easily fatigued. Like, for example, if you take lunch and after a sandwich, you feel very tired after that. It could be your glucose level, diabetic, low iron. So give yourself a blood test. Ask your doctor to check your vitamin D. Get very good prescriptive type of vitamin. That means it's not, food grade. Prescriptive vitamin means that you really are getting the vitamin. And take vitamin D as prescribed by a doctor. Good quality ones. Watch your diet. Eat light and eat healthy really gave me the energy that I want. So I had the same 8 hours working, but it was jam-packed, it was energetic. I could really put myself into it. So if you're very heavy on a project right now, you want to make sure that this machine right here is doing the best for you, and you need to put good stuff inside. Diet, smoothie, blends, chia seeds. There is another video that I'm going to make about diet and what we eat, but there's a lot of material out there that you can Google and watch on YouTube about what makes a good diet and how to make yourself feel lighter and have more energy. So watch your diet and get more time, more work done. The last part that I'm going to hit is mindset and apps. So mindset is really your identity, telling yourself what you are and visualizing what you can do. Really help you get through the task easier and take less time, because I procrastinate a lot. I have a video on procrastination, and really procrastinating less gives me more time. It's very hard. I have a habit of procrastinating. I listen to Mel Robbins, and by putting that to a minimum level or low, I get more time. And I use a lot of applications to help me. Notion, I use Gmail calendar. I also buy this paper calendar at the bottom, as well as my Moleskine. It's a notebook that I use. The old method of pen and paper may be very outdated, but I still find it very useful because it's something physical and you scribble it and you see it right in front of you. So if you like to add some very aesthetic stationery to help your time management, the links are below. Tell me what are the applications they're using for time management, and what are the apps that you use to build good habits and to claim more time, even though we all have 24 hours. And if you like this video, I encourage you to subscribe and like. It really helps the algorithm recognize my videos and I can make more. Thank you for watching.